This is the L2C Media Network and live from the Fred McLeod Sports Desk at the Tom O'Neill Studios here in Dixon. This is Steve Sporty Balls, presented by the L2C Media Network. And now, with the scores, the stories, the headlines, the details, and everything else that happened in the world of sports, here's our man, Steve the Baxman Baxley. B-Man, take it away. All right, thank you very much. And we're not even we're, oops. Well, excuse us here as we get things back to a little abnormal. Boom. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Steve the Baxman Baxley here, and we're ready to rock and roll. And we're ready to bring you the latest in sports and everything else that matters. It is Friday Eve, and we welcome you. It's been a wild day. I won't bore you with the personals, but we got a couple birthdays to take our mind off of the the day. So here we go, our first birthday, and that means I get to sing it twice. I get to sing my birthday theme twice. So here we go. Our first one is to the lovely and enchanting, and I hope I say her name correctly. That's why I'm going for the third one here. So if you'll forgive me, I want to make sure I pronounce it exactly. And I don't screw it up, because if I screw it up, the flow will be gone. And this is sort of a musical version of the Baxalog. But we got a lot of good sports for you and some headlines as well. So we're on the air till about 12:30. So let's make a little thing out of it. Boom, boom, boom. And I will not screw up. I will not screw up. I will not screw up. You think I'd get this half already, but oh boy. Like I said, it's been a day, but I'm glad that we're going to make it with positivity. Flaca. Oh boy. Okay. Hang on. Let's. Well, if one thing don't work, then we get the other thing. There we go. Bam. Knew it would work. Yeah, my shoulder is a little iffy today. It's been a little iffy for a long while. Anyway. Okay, well, hey, Okay, we'll do it this way then. We're having a little techie issue. So, but fear not. Yes. Our first one is to a beautiful young talented woman by the name of Flaca Mexica. She is a TV host, a presenter on Hola TV in Florida. And she's a pretty good lady. And we say welcome to her on this, her birthday. And ooh dee, ooh la. It is her birthday, therefore, we wish her in song. So here we go. Flaca, if you are watching, here we go. Oh, always do it in the Elvis voice. Oh, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday, Flaca Mexica. Oh, darling, happy birthday. I say happy birthday to you. And make it a good one, darling. You got it all. Okay, and our second birthday wish, our second birthday greeting is to a friend of mine by the name of Beth McLeod. And Beth, as you know, the sports desk is named after Fred and will forever be known as the Fred McLeod Sports Desk. No matter where we go, it'll be the Fred McLeod Sports Desk. But you have a very wonderful birthday, and wherever you go, the hearts of your fans and friends go with you. And now, here we go for Beth McLeod, or as I like to call her, Beth Vira on Halloween, because I always do a picture of her as Elvira. And I haven't forgotten. So here we go. Oh, happy birthday to you. A happy birthday to you. A happy birthday, you saucy Beth McLeod. Oh, happy birthday to you. Oh, all right, there you go. And many more. So both of you ladies have very happy birthdays. And now that we've done that, let us get to doing some sports. And for that, we do the scoreboard. First up, basketball. And as we do so well, I'm going to do it as Elvis. I hope you guys don't mind. And thank you, Harry, for the announce. But here we go. Our scoreboards. Oh, our scoreboards are sponsored in part by Caesar Sportsbook and Casino. Just remember, folks. We're all Caesars. And of course, as always, Caesars know their limits. That's right. And if you need a little help, if you think you are going a little too far, if you think you got a little problem, call the folks at the NPG, the National Problem Gambling Helpline. They really care about you and will always help out. The number is, of course, 1-800-522-4700, the National Problem Gambling Helpline. Let's get on with it. All right, we got only one game that is not nearing completion, but nearing a resurrection, if you will. 50 seconds left in the third, and right now it is the Utah Jazz leading the embarrassment Los Angeles Lakers 97-84. Lakers right now in deep trouble, and if they can't figure it out, they will definitely be on the outside looking in. Even they won't even get into the play-in. All right, let's get some final scores. Pistons over the Philadelphia 76ers, 102-94. Hawks leveled the Cavaliers, 131-107. In overtime, the defending NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks did in the Brooklyn Nets by 120-119. In another overtime game, it was the Chicago Bulls over the LA Clippers by a score of 135-130. And that is it for the NBA. But not it for our basketball. Why? Because we have basketball on our minds. Let us go now to the League of a Letter. That's right. It's time for the G League. So let's get to the G League. Let's get to the night of nights. And don't forget, tomorrow's April Fool's. It is April 1st, which is the celebration of comics and fun. It's April Fool's Day tomorrow. And we're on a special time, midnight Eastern. So want to make mention of that. Okay, let's make mention of the scores in the G League. Lakeland Magic over the Cleveland Charge, 129-91. Maine Celtics over the Greensboro Swarm, 122-117. Long Island Nets over the Raptors, 905, 114-99. Westchester Knicks over the Fort Wayne Mad Ants, 131-110. Birmingham Squadron over the Stockton Kings, 116-106. Iowa Wolves over the Oklahoma City Blue, 111-106. And with 6:01 remaining in the fourth quarter, it is the South Bay Lakers over the Sioux Falls Skyforce, 123-114. Okay, we'll get you some hockey in just a moment, but right now we want to bend a little attention to Nick Rekieta and the Rekieta Law Channel. That's right, folks. We got Nick Rekieta, Rekieta Law Channel. Nick, of course, the humble Minnesota lawyer who hosts the show called Law-Splaining the Interwebs. And I think tonight he's, well, I thought he had something going tonight. I don't think he does, though. Nope, I don't think he has a show tonight. But he will have a show tomorrow night, and we invite you to watch. Why? Because we do. Okay, it's Rekieta Law. It's Law-Splaining the Interwebs with Nick Rekieta every night, unless something goes entirely screwy. every night, midnight Eastern, 11 Central, and the rest is strictly mathematics. Okay, let us go from the hardwood to the hard synthetic ice, and what a loaded bunch of games we got for you tonight. At the second intermission, Dallas Stars and the not so mighty Anaheim Ducks are tied at 1. Final scores, we got them for you. Florida Panthers beat a hapless Chicago Blackhawks by a score of 4-0. Bobrovsky was on the case with his 37th save. Barkov for Florida, 2 goals. And Forsling for Florida. Florida represented by all 3 stars, 1 goal and 1 assist. New York Islanders over the Columbus Blue Jackets, 5-2. Barzal for New York, 1 goal, 1 assist. Palmieri for New York, 1 goal. And Au for New York, 1 goal. Colorado Hurricanes blanked Les Canadiens de Montreal by a score of 4-0. Okay, I just noticed something here in the 3 stars. Well, usually I would give you the 3 stars, but tonight we have 1 star that's with 2 teams. So what we're going to do is we will have to hold the 3 stars mentionables from the Hurricanes Canadiens game till we discover and recover. So let's continue on. Boston Bruins over the New Jersey Devils, 8-1. Well, just hang on. We can do the 2 stars, but the 3rd star we have to put a question mark on, because I think they traded him last night. I am not certain, so we must put the question mark on the top star. So Anderson for Carolina, 32 saves, and Svechnikov for Carolina, 2 goals. Now we can do it. Boston Bruins beat the New Jersey Devils. They beat the devil out of them. 8-1. Marchand for Boston, 2 goals. Bergeron for Boston, 1 goal and 2 assists. McLaughlin for Boston, 1 goal. Went a little too far there. There we go. Toronto Maple Leafs over the Winnipeg Jets, 7-3. Matthews for Toronto, 1 goal, 1 assist. Nylander for Toronto, 2 goals and 1 assist. And Mikheyev for Toronto, 1 goal, 2 assists. In overtime, Pittsburgh Penguins beat the Minnesota Wild 4-3. Malkin for Pittsburgh, 1 goal, 1 assist. Raquel for Pittsburgh, 2 goals. And Kaprizov for Minnesota, 1 goal. In a shootout, Los Angeles Kings defeated the Calgary Flames 3-2. Goodbranson for Calgary, 1 goal. Arvidsson for LA, 1 goal. And Dubé for Calgary, no information. I hate that. Colorado Avalanche over the San Jose Sharks, 4-2. Rantanen for Colorado, 1 goal. Helm for Colorado, 1 goal. Helm for Colorado, 1 goal, and Kadri for Colorado, 1 goal as well. I want to make sure that 2 assists Kadri was. Okay, let's take you now to, well, since I guess might as well say the hockey season for the colleges is over with, we'll skip over to the minor league scoreboard. And here we go with the minor league scoreboard and the scores therein. And they're out. And they're up and they're down. No games tonight in the AHL. How about in the Big O, the Ontario Hockey League? Were there games tonight? And yes, there were 5 games tonight. Let's give them to you. Hamilton over Oshawa, 3-2. North Bay over Niagara, 4-1. Peterborough over Kingston, 6-4. Barry over Sudbury, 2-1. And Windsor over Sarnia, 5-1. That is the Ontario Hockey League. But right now, we're going to take you on a tour of minor league hockey. And for us to do that, folks, we got to go from the AHL and the OHL to the ECHL, the East Coast Hockey League. Why they decided to just go with the initials, I have no idea. But right now, let's get you. Excuse me. Let's get to the scheduling. Okay, we're going to some scheduling here. And here we go. Go. No games for tonight. There are going to be games on April 1st. That's no full one either. So we go from the ECHL to the Southern Professional Hockey League, or the Spiel. So let's get funky, because I know we got some scores for tonight. And yes, we do. Pensacola Ice Flyers over the Macon Mayhem, 5-2. Birmingham Bulls over the Evanston Thunderbolts, 2-1. And that is from Der Spiel. And let's finally wrap things up with the FIPL. That being the Federal Prospects Hockey League. And we go to the scores, and we wait a little bit to see if the scores do shine like some bottled wine. Okay, they're not. They the FIPL, the Federal Professional Hockey League, Federal Prospects Hockey League, took the night off as well. So we are done with at least two of our things. We're going to now take you to our sports media report. And we must have a little drought, but we got a couple of stories. Now, the idea of people in powerful positions in sports running burner social media accounts not linked to them, shows up every once in a while. There have been some cases of some people linked to those kinds of accounts, whether they personally use them themselves or not. See Brian Coliglio, Kevin Durant, Skip Bayless for a few examples. But the accusations of burners go well beyond that, with some people citing anything positive about a team as proof that it came from the inside. And one funny one with Syracuse Orange basketball has been people occasionally claiming that Brian Orange 44 Harrison, longtime blogger and Twitter commentator on the team, commentator on the team, is actually a burner account for head coach Jim Boeheim. Now, Harrison has put out plenty of takes defending the Orange program amidst criticism from other fans, and has even spotlighted a lot of those criticisms in a running thread. Well, that's led to some of that burner discussion, and that led to an interesting on-air bit on ESPN Syracuse Q Sports Talk on The Black with Brent Axe on Thursday, where Axe had Harrison on the phone, where he relayed to Harrison live on air how his producer Jordan Capozzi had brought up the Twitter discussions of Harrison's account being Boeheim's banter. Okay. Let's start with the idea of 77-year-old Jim Boeheim having this kind of Twitter account as a burner is hilarious. Yes, Boeheim has long proven willing to engage with a discussion about him even conducting an unscheduled call-in to X's show in 2015. Okay. Boeheim had, oh yeah, we've already read that. Oh yes. During exposition about Syracuse recruiting, he's had notable grudges against peculiar men's figures, especially Andy Katz, but he barely uses Twitter himself, and yes, that doesn't preclude him from operating agreement. And yes, it was. Let's see. After hearing Axe's discussion about Syracuse recruiting, and he's had notable grudges against particular media figures, especially Andy Katz, but he barely uses Twitter himself, and yes, that doesn't preclude him from operating another Twitter account to keep an eye on and engage with discussions about the team. But if Boeheim did have a burner, it's not going to be an account like Harrison's. Harrison joined Twitter in 2009, has often blogged about Syracuse, which adds significantly to the amount of time any such deception would take. There we go. Okay. It's a nice little read on. So if you want to read the Jim Boeheim thing, go to, of course, the one and only. Go and maintain the not anonymity, but the class and dignity. Okay. Chris Mad Dog Russo got unhinged over Major League Baseball's affinity for gadgets. And the Nets Knicks game is getting a retrocast next week on ESPN2. To celebrate the NBA's 75th anniversary, ESPN, the total sports monolith, is rolling out a new broadcast option next week for anyway, there we go. Yes, they're going to get from Variety. The major changes for the retrocast will include graphics, music, and presentation. And here's the presser to tell us all. The game will open in black and white and use graphics that evoke ABC's 1960s coverage, then shift to a look that mirrors CBS's NBA telecast of the 70s and 80s. Look for a presentation that emulates NBC's 1990s telecast as well. Complete with that network signature music, viewers might even hear a snippet of the theme from ABC's Wide World of Sports before all is done. Guests will include several top players, coaches, and broadcasters who have been central to the game throughout the years, all part of a tribute to the 75th anniversary of the National Basketball Association. Now, the standard broadcast will air on ESPN, so put the pitchforks back in the shed. This isn't your thing. Mike Breen, Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, Lisa Salters will be on the call of the game, and Hubie Brown will make appearances over the evening. And on on awfulannouncing.com, you can actually see some of the different types of visual information they will be giving you here. So is incredible. So the Big Bash will be there we go. ESPN is giving the women's Final Four national championship a megacast treatment. Shaquille O'Neal threatens to Will Smith Charles Barkley on TNT. ESPN announces extensions for top insiders Adam Schefter and Adrian Wojnarowski. And here we go. Oh. And those are your sports headlines as I try not to nod off into snooze land. But right now we go from that to our sports headlines. Then we're back with more little nanu sports. Oops. Excuse me. It's been, like I said, it's been a rough day, but we persevere. All right. We got the NHL. We did all that. So our hockey stools are done. And let us get to the headlines. And let's go to the National Football League for this one. And oh boy, Antonio Brown goes back into the news again. Antonio Brown has done plenty of interviews this offseason, and most of those interviews, the former Bucs receiver has made it clear that he wants to return to the NFL in 2022. The problem for Antonio, former Bucs. Problem for Brown is that he comes with some serious baggage. Besides the fact that he always seems to drum up controversy wherever he goes, any team that might sign him also has to worry about his injured ankle. Now, Brown suffered the injury during the 2021 season, and as he tells it, it's the same injury the Buccaneers wanted him to play through when he stormed off the field while shirtless against the Jets in January. The Buccaneers have insisted that his injury had nothing to do with the bizarre situation, but Brown says otherwise. Now, if Brown wants to return to the NFL this year, he's probably going to get his ankle surgically repaired. But apparently he doesn't want to get it surgically repaired unless the team signs him first. The receiver revealed all that information during an interview with TMZ this week. Now, teams might not be willing to sign Brown unless he gets his ankle fixed, but he's not going to get it fixed unless he gets signed. So you can probably see the problem here. He's basically created the NFL version of the chicken and the egg situation, which is likely to complicate any hopes he has of making a return. Now, if teams don't reach out, it's not clear what Brown will do, but he definitely wants to play. Although Brown thinks he's talented enough to play for any team, he did acknowledge that one team he will not play for is the Buccaneers. It's somewhat surprising to hear Towns say he's grateful for his time in Tampa, if only because he blamed Brady and the Bucs for many of his problems back in February. Now, if a team does decide to sign the 7-time Pro Bowler, he thinks he'll be able to make an instant impact. And although we haven't really seen any NFL teams show any interest in Brown this offseason, the 33-year-old has been hinting that he'd like to play for either the Dallas Cowboys or Baltimore Ravens. And we'll just see what happens. Okay, we have some college basketball to report, and it is this. Less than 3 weeks after getting left on the doorstep of the NCAA tournament, Xavier completed an impressive flip of the script to end its 2021-2022 mid-season entertainment thusly. That's right. Xavier completed an impressive flip of the script to end its 2021-2022 season on Thursday night by outlasting Texas A&M 73-72 for the NIT title. Musketeers center Jack Nudge hit the game winner with 3 seconds left until he proclaimed. Oh, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm falling victim to the sleep monster. Now, let's see. By outlasting Texas A&M for the NIT title, Musketeers center Jack Nunge hit the game winner with 3.1 seconds left to lift the program to first tally in the International Graham Festival. There we go. In the International Graham Festival. Damn, I must really be asleep. That's right. Texas A&M's Tyrese Radford dribbled the length of the floor for a decent look at a potential buzzer beater as time expired, but his left-handed shot rattled out, prompting a celebration on the Xavier side of the reporting the ability. In the days after getting left out of the NCAA tournament, yes, I will. It is an honor. There you go. In the days after getting left off the NCAA tournament field, the school fired Coach Travis Steele and hired former coach Sean Miller as Steele's replacement. All this while the Musketeers soldier on and under interim coach Jonas Hayes, who was replacing in the cross scope. Why did I say that? I really must be tired because, oh man. Okay, let's to field no further embarrassment. Let's give you some other things here. As we all know, Major League Baseball and its owner and its players association brought baseball back by giving a little compromise. That's right. I said compromise. There's been a flurry of hot stove moves the last couple of weeks. Regular season will begin with the regular season will begin Thursday, April 7th, exactly 1 week away. Throughout this season, our experts bring you a weekly betting round table, breaking down pretty much anything. The latest news, a historical question, Parma tonight. Nope, okay, thank you. Now, R.J. Anderson, Evan Longoria of the Rays. Did you know that Longoria ranked 6th among active postseason players in wins above replacement? And what does that say? What about that? He'll turn 37 years and anyway, there you go. Okay. I think on account of my eyeballs wanting to get some sleep, we're going to get you just the little things here because I think I'm sleep talking. So here we go. A 5-star center, Traore, decommitted to LSU. He's now going to Auburn. Manu Ginobili. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Let's not make anyone nervous. Anyway, there go my eyeballs again. Giannis scores 44 versus the Nets to continue an incredible week. Manu Ginobili, Swim Cash lead the Hall of Fame class of 2022. A 5-star center, Traore, to go to ambulance. So carefully here. I'm trying not to close my eyes, but damn. Long days. So what we're going to do right now is oh God. Okay, let's soldier on. We get to the Beeb right now. We'll get to our international sports, and then we'll get to our final tally. Okay, let's do this here. The Women's Champions League quarterfinal. Wolfsburg over Arsenal 2-0. Wolfsburg leads in Wolfsburg over Arsenal 2-0. And Lyon over Juventus 3-1. World Cup qualifying, North and Central America, Costa Rica over the U.S. as in tag numericals. Oh yeah, I forget. Nope. There I go again. World Cup qualifying, North and Central America, Costa Rica beat the U.S., but the U.S. is indeed clinched the spot in the World Cup in Qatar. Jamaica over Honduras 2-1. Mexico over El Salvador 2-0. And Panama over Canada 1-0. And we are halfway home. So we go now to live sport. Maybe if I nap in the oh God! Maybe if I get a little cat nap for everything else comes to being. By the way, this is April 1st now. Okay, in basketball in the Euro League, it was Panathinaikos 70, Real Madrid 86, Maccabi Tel Aviv 94, Lyon Villeurbanne 73, Olympia Milano 63, Monaco 72. Let's update the lone game still in progress in the 12th minute of the fourth quarter. Utah Jazz lead the Los Angeles Lakers 122-109. Anyway, there we go on there. You know, 122-109 is the score. So in the 12th minute, in Español, in Spain, Gran Canaria 86, San Pablo Burgos 77. And another quick score update in the 12th minute, Anaheim Ducks and Dallas Stars are tied at 1. In Finland's playoffs, Jukurit defeated Kuku 1-0. Tappara over Lukko. Okay. Let's do this. Jukurit defeated Kuku 1-0. Tappara defeated Lukko 3-1. And Helsinki knows when to fold them because time is up. And there you go. In Sweden, Timra over Djurgårdens 5-3. Also in Sweden, Luleå over Örebro 5-1. And Oskarshamn over Rögle 2-0. In baseball, the Fukuoka Silverbanks budget and let's see the 2. Yay. Okay, we gave you the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks They won over the Chibalati Marines 3-1. Yokohama Bay Stars over the Chunichi Dragons 1-0. Hiroshima Carp over the Hanshin Tigers 3-2. Nippon Ham Fighters over the Seibu Lions 6-2. Rakuten Gold Eagles over at Oric Buffaloes 1-0. Yomiuri Giants defeated the Occult Swallows 6-3. Preseason baseball. Tampa Bay Rays over Atlanta Braves 5-1. Boston beat Minnesota 4-3. Philly over New York Yankees 5-3. Pittsburgh Pirates, Baltimore Orioles tied at 4. Toronto Blue Jays over the Detroit. The positive things about Detroit is simple. They get to do it again. Tigers playing in Chicago and taking, I guess we could say, some very inclement weather with him. All right, let's keep going here. Toronto over Detroit 5-3. Kansas City Royals over Oakland Athletics. That is the anyway. Let's do this here so I can sign off and get some snoo, get some sleep. Toronto Blue Jays over the Detroit Tigers 5-3. Kansas City Royals over the Oakland Athletics 5-4. San Fran handily beat the Colorado Rockies 13-2. Texas Rangers, Los Angeles Dodgers. A badge, and you do have the infinite. I forgot what I was going to say. My God, I must really be asleep. San Francisco 13, Colorado 2, Texas Rangers 8, Los Angeles Dodgers 2, Arizona Diamondbacks beat the San Diego Padres 8-2. The Angels of Los Angeles beat up the Brewers of Milwaukee 10-5. Washington Nationals over the New York Mets 7-3, 7-4. St. Louis Cardinals and the Miami Marlins. That is going to anyway. Let's keep doing this. Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. Washington Nationals. Washington Nationals won 7-3. Miami Marlins beat the St. Louis Cardinals 7-4. Chicago White Sox over Cincinnati Reds 8-2. And the Seattle Mariners over the Cleveland Guardians by a score of 3-2. And we have done it again, even though my eyeballs are about ready to shut down and say a nighty-night to you all. I want to just say thank you, everybody. This was show number 502. 502 hours. We have made this channel even beautiful, except when my eyeballs just want to fall asleep. And trust me, they do. So we're going to say good night to you and to everybody. That is going to wrap it up for us on a Thursday night get together. We'll see you tomorrow night at midnight Eastern for our April Fool's show. So everyone be warned, it's not going to be a normal show. But then again, which of our episodes were normal? Anyway, thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you tomorrow night at midnight. I got a couple of podcasts to do tomorrow at 11, so midnight Eastern right here on the L2C Media Network and L2C Stage event. And there you go. So we will be back tomorrow. This has been a presentation, Mystifying Creativity Productions, in association with anyway, there we go. Okay. I've already done the presentation bit. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the fine folks at ABC Disney. For they got someone behind you ready to spurk. So there we. That's about it. We'll see you tomorrow. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C. Who are we associated? Oh, yeah. Tonight's cereal of choice is Cookie Crisp. Let's hope the cookie don't crumble from the weight of what's been going on. That's going to do it for us. We thank you for watching Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. Like it or not, we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully brighter-eyed.